Okay, so I just got to Scottsdale, Arizona, where I'm doing my morning workout for the Ironman. And I came out here for this weekend. I joined this group called the Avengers Real Estate Mastermind with hardcore closer Ryan Stewman, Cole Hatter, clever investor Cody Spieber, all sorts of other cool, Aaron Wags. And then I have a ton of friends in it, like Jimmy Rex, Dave Allred, Dan Young, just like my homies. And you know, a lot of people are like, why'd you spend 30-some thousand bucks? And then, you know, it cost me probably $2,000 just to get here. And you know, I'm like, why do I spend that? Do I even care about real estate investing right now? I'm like, not really. I mean, I do a lot of real estate, but I'm here to learn. But proximity to people that are doing cool shit, that's worth more than the 30 grand than the education that I'm learning doing the cool stuff. So a lot of times we forget to realize that growing our network is really why and where life takes you, because who knows the opportunities. And if you're not putting yourself in places where you've got opportunities, then you're behind.
He's a rapper, a movie star, has a business degree. But the main hint is he has a 23 shoe size. So I need everybody to get up for 15-time NBA All-Star, 4-time world champion, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal.
But listen to the difference right back together. Guys, you have to get this course. 2021 is going to be crazy. You will miss it if you don't buy this course. There's going to be the biggest transfer of wealth, which all this I believe, by the way. There's going to be the biggest transfer of wealth ever. So you're either going to be losing or winning. So get up and buy it now, or else you're going to lose all of the discounts and all the freebies. Instead, I could say the same thing with desire words. Watch how this feels different. Everybody, right now, you're going to want to get up and run back there and grab this, because you're going to enjoy the confidence that this education gives you, and you're going to love cashing those same checks the students just like you are cashing who took the action you're about to cash right now. Which one sounds better? Telling you what you have to do, or describing to you through desire words, want, love, enjoy, what you're going to want to do because you're going to love and enjoy the result. Do you guys see that right there? Yes? So what I'm doing right now is I'm speaking to your subconscious. We don't ever want to be told what to do. We want to be encouraged to get better results. It's us versus them. All of the negative behavior, you guys, of why, and so I was going to use your examples. The only thing I remember you said is that people are confused in what it is that your business offers them. Do you know what's interesting? Some people out there continue to overpay for articles of clothes that are crappy brands and crappy material and crappy screen printing, etc. And when they have an opportunity to come and learn what it is that we do, just because they don't want change, they'll say things like, oh, I don't understand the process, and I don't understand how you're better, because they don't even take the time to care to learn. Now, I know that you, Scott, are the type of person that will ask me as many questions as it takes for you to fully wrap your mind around why my product is superior to everyone else in the industry, and why you're going to love working with me so much you're going to name your next child after me. But people out there are like, oh, it's confusing, and they don't move it, and that's why you're going to crush those type of people, because your competition can't even take the time to educate themselves on the new way of doing things. You're better than that.
Day 3 of the event, and I've learned a lot. And one of the biggest ones was this time efficiency. I think a lot of times people, they're not efficient with their time. They don't time block certain things. And training for this Ironman, it was difficult. The first day I got in, I had to go 90 minutes on the bike and run 30 minutes. Last night I ran 7.5 miles at midnight. And today I'm swimming for 45 minutes before the breakouts. And when you're out traveling, you're out busy, you're out whatever, it's easy to not time block for kids, for, you know, spouse, for working out, for your journaling, for your meditating, for eating right. Being on the road so much, I just decided I can't make those stupid excuses. And I realized that other times in life we just get complacent even when we are home. It's like, if I can do the hard things when the hard things are coming at me, makes the easy things easy, just like automatic when they're not. All right, so I'm at the Arizona Diamondbacks Stadium, Chase Stadium here in Arizona with this group, and it's kind of cool. I think we're gonna be playing baseball with some professional baseball players, so Anyway, might be able to show off some of my skills. I'm not that good. I definitely could not hit like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. We'll see how that goes.
Thinking for yourself, what type of investor are you? It's the same thing like gambling. I always use the example. If you went in with $100,000 to go to the casino, and you show up at the Venetian, and you go with 100 grand, you start betting 500 bucks a hand, and you run it up, and you make $20,000, right? You turn 100,000 into 120. Will you leave? Most of you won't, right? That's why the Venetian has 3 towers. That's why the Palms Casino has 3 towers. That's why the Caesars Palace has 4 towers, is because we don't leave. It's because we don't know ourselves when we walk inside. And when we walk inside that casino, we change, right? We have that plan. We're gonna have 100K, we're gonna go to Vegas. The second I get to 120, I'm out of there. I'm gonna take that 20 grand. I'm going to Nobu, I'm gonna party up, and I'm gonna bring home 18,000. It's gonna be great. Tell my wife I made 18 grand. Woohoo! As soon as we get in that building, in the first 26 minutes, we're like, whoa, I'm up 20 grand already. This is easy. I should do this every weekend, right? By the time we leave that building, we're negative 100,000 because we took a line of credit, right?
9 out of 10 restaurants fail. And my mom's like, you don't know how to cook. And my wife said, all you do in the kitchen is eat and make a mess. And they were right about all that. But what they failed to realize is I don't need to know how to cook because I can hire chefs. I can bring in smart people and surround myself with great people. What I know is whether it's a restaurant, whether it's real estate, whether it's a card company, whether it's a plumbing company, or whether it's a food truck business, businesses all still have the same core principles about P&L. You need to make more money than you spend. You need to have smart cogs. You need to bring the right people in. So for me, it was very easy how to scale these businesses, and I use a success formula. It starts with the what and the why. And the what is obviously Everbowl, which you'll taste today, and the why is unevolved. So immediately the next day, we spun up the Shopify site. Because we imported our own superfoods, we control our own supply chain. Everbowl, the brand, didn't die with COVID. Everbowl, the brand, was not going to go away. Me as the entrepreneur, and I have investors, I wasn't going to call them and go, sorry guys, COVID happened. Like, what do you want me to do? None of them would care. They put money into a business. They expect me to find a way, and our team figured out later bowls. So we started selling direct to consumer. I literally on March 20th was driving in a freezer van myself, hand delivering bowls to people's homes, our customers that were ordering it through our Shopify site and using social media. I then also said, you know what, I want to get on QVC because my mom watches QVC. There's a huge population that watch QVC. And so I reached out to my network, and Dan being the ultimate connector, I called Dan and I said, Dan, I want to get on QVC. Who do we know, or how can I get on a QVC? And that's one of the powers of working with and having great people on your team, whether they're investors, advisors, partners, liaisons. And so Dan made some calls, I made some calls, and I started working diligently to get Everbowl on QVC. Finally, I got in front of the buyer in June, and at the end of July, we aired for the first time, and we sold out 250,000 bowls in 7 minutes.
Woo! This person has multiple Emmy Awards, been nominated for I don't know how many Golden Globes. Did someone just say Ari Gold? Let's welcome out here Jeremy Piven.
Need an intro song. What's up?
Because there's a lot of different ways we can get in our own way. You know, think about other people's expectations, how you're perceived, what a narrative is about you. But if you don't let any of that affect you, and you do your thing, and you're present, and you have clarity of intent, you're gonna do your thing, and you're gonna succeed no matter what you do.
All right, here's my boy Jimmy. What'd you think of the event?
Dude, it was a little home run derby on the field, little Jeremy Piven. If you guys haven't seen Entourage, Ari Gold, second greatest TV character ever next to Michael Scott.
Yeah.
It's fun, dude. The best part, though, that was cool about this one is the caliber of people. Like, honestly, like, it's cool to see Jeremy Piven, but it was just cool to be around so many people crushing it in 2021 when so many other people outside of an event like this are just complaining about how life is treating them. And literally every person here, you shocked at one person that was depressed about work or life? No, there's not one. Every single person here is crushing it.
What's the power of masterminds? Like just being part of
around people and ideas, and you know, it helps your mind get bigger and taking a great picture. But I mean, literally, it's the power of getting around so many great people. That was the power of the whole thing. And just what you learn from each person.
Love it. Here with the clever investor himself, one piece of advice on investing.
on investing?
I don't know.
Buy low, sell high, that kind of advice?
Yeah.
As jokey as that is, you do make money when you buy. If you know how to source good deals, you're going to be able to write your own paychecks. You got to be able to be a good marketer, be authentic, be enthusiastic, and be aggressive.
Love it. Okay. You heard it from the Clever
That's
Investment
it.
Side. All right, here with Ryan Stewman, the hardcore closer.
And the guy with the better beard.
Oh, yeah. Both of us are just so scruffy and solid. So anybody looking to get into real estate, they're brand new, they're like, oh, I want to get into real estate. What advice would you give them? Where do they start?
I would go work for somebody first. You know, the best people start at the bottom. Here's what typically happens. I'm just gonna be real. Most people, they fail at life and they know somebody who got lucky in real estate. So the first thing they do when they failed at everything else, they go, I'm gonna go get in real estate, right? So it's filled with a bunch of bad people. And what I mean by that is not bad people like evil people, but people that aren't really good at what they do. It's like multi-level marketing or any other big, huge industry, right? You need to go find somebody who's got it figured out, and then go work for them, whether it's for free or whether you got to do extra stuff. I went to work for the person that taught me real estate and everything absolutely free. And guess what? I'm a millionaire now. So like I invested my sweat equity for a while, but the information and the utilization and everything else that I took from it's made me very wealthy.
I love it. I love it. We just are finishing up, flying home from an amazing event. Got to hang with on a 2-hour private jet ride with these cats. And we feel like a little kid in a candy store just picking their brains. John runs one of the biggest flipping homes in Utah. Does like 20, 30 at a time. This guy runs all the hiring for Wags over at freaking Everbowl and Crumble and all their restaurants. And the PC laptops right here, and Zydax, and all these other cool private equity with real estate, and Dave, Wags. And we talked about hiring. This has been my biggest problem. Is we scale super fast. It's getting the right people. And my learning right now is I need to go headhunt more often and manifest and tell my story and get out there and be like, look, I'm looking for these types of people, and then be willing to pay my people to go find those people, be willing to hire recruiters, be willing to sit there and get aggressive and follow up with people to actually go get the talent I need, because as much as we want it to all be automated, it takes people to run a good culture and a good business, you know what I mean? And I think like seeing that a lot of these other entrepreneurs in this mastermind, it's a very common problem for them to feel stoked about their team, and once they have their team, they're stoked. And I have a lot of great people on my team, but I'm also realizing that there's an abundance of awesome people out there, and as we're scaling, we need those people. So anyway, that's a wrap. What a cool weekend in Arizona. Learned a ton. Did you guys have a good time?